Okay, thanks for coming. Looks like you guys are hardcore students that no matter what, you don't miss classes. And so for today, I don't really have much to talk about. I'm going to introduce another way of creating interactive web apps. So in the last two lectures, we cover how to use Streamlit. And it's going to basically be using the Folium. But as I mentioned before, Folium is like a one-way street. Once the map is created, it's done. So you cannot remove layer, you cannot remove a button or anything. IPLib is a lot more powerful, bi-directional, but IPLib just doesn't work with Streamlit. So for today, I'm going to introduce another one called Solara. If you heard about that, quite mouthful, but it's a new package that actually very powerful. It supports IPy widgets. So anything you can do with IPy widget, IPLib, we get so-called native support. So it's a new one. It's very useful. If you can really use it very well, I think you can find a job, some kind of new framework. And I do have some template that makes it easy for you. So I'm going to show you step by step how you can actually use that to create a web app. And you can also use your own package. Right? So we have been building a package built over IPy. You don't need to make much changes. You just write the code and then it's done. So if you want, you just Google it. Solara. It's called Solara. Actually, when you first link is not this one. So it's solara.dev. Google it should be to find it. This is the package. I think probably it's maybe less than 1 year ago. But it's pretty popular and it's very powerful. The website that you're seeing here, it actually runs on using the Solara package. So you can actually use the package to create a website like this. And it's all Python based. You need to know JavaScript. You can deal with AI and all stuff, visualization. So once you can do, you can easily Google, right? So for example, under search box over here, type IPLib. Gonna pop up, show you some of the things in here. So I can click this one, IPLib example, just to show you like what is. And so this one here, right now, you should be familiar with this one, right? Map. But this one is IPLib. So keep in mind here, there's a zoom level here. Zooming, see the zoom level like change. And I can also change the zoom level here, changing. So this is so-called bi-directional functionality. That means I can change things, you can change the map. I can change the maps, you can change other stuff. So basically, you can get things in, you can get things out. So this makes it really powerful. For Streamlit, you cannot. You can only get things in, you cannot get things out. You cannot even get the coordinates. You can get the coordinates, but other than that, there's not much you can do. But this one is different. Anything you interact with the map, you can have a callback function outside. So makes it really powerful that you can do some computation. So you have some interactive widgets on the map, allow the user to select or set the threshold parameters, and then do the computation. You get the result, and then you can send it back to other program. And similar in here, right? Zoom level, center, bounding box. So if I move it, it's going to update in real time. That means you can get things out pretty easy. If you want, you can look at this one, view source code on GitHub, open it, and look at this. It's scary, but it's not so much, right? You just import the library and you set the center, zoom level, bounding boxes, and within here you just put something. Then the map element, blah blah, and then you're going to output something like that. So you can easily, if you want, you can try out. And also one nice thing about this compared to Streamlit is it allows you to run this one in a Jupyter node. So you can actually test stuff in the Jupyter node. Everything works well, you can deploy it. And also the template, so it makes it really, really easy to use. And in order to develop the web app, and then so to integrate with the package that you have been developing, I'm going to show you how to get it easily. So if you Google Geospatial Solutions and come here, there's some template. So if you scroll down to the end here, web apps, and I would like you to use this one, Solara template. This one here. So if you click this Solara template, it's going to take you to the GitHub repository. This is what it looks like. There's not much information in here, but also there's a web app here, upper right. So if you want, you can click this one, you can open it, and let's see what it looks like. So it's a very simple one. Loading the web app. So this is all Python based. You have text, basically have Markdown. You can have Python script, something like that. And I have this web app in here. For example, leaf map, right? Same thing that we have been developing. Of course, we have has a lot more interface in here. So for example, I can zoom in somewhere. For example, where you like, working on the state of Tennessee, Knoxville. Okay. For example, right, you zoom to the area. This one allows you to source any data. Again, this is simply based on Python. This JavaScript, and I can source, for example, data from Microsoft Plain to Computer. I can select whatever data I want. For example, I want some DM, right? This, and this is where I'm talking about bidirectional. Basically, allow the user to select, and I'm going to pull some data and load a map. You can get things out if you want to. So, for example, after finish, I can just click search, and it's going to search Microsoft Plain to Computer, and it's going to show up all the data intersecting with my area. For this one here, for example, there are 4 DMs intersecting with. You have on my mouse, take a look at. You see this one low right there is actually changing. So right now, basically, I'm getting things outside, and basically there are 4 items. You see here, number 1, 2, 3, 4, and I can select one of those. Then you can just visualize it, right? Oh, no, sorry. The display. I'm going to display here. Works or not? Oh, it's the other one because yeah. Anyway, it's supposed to be there because when just click it again. Here I can change, for example, to jump again. Color map. I'm going to change to. I know this is DM, so I'm going to play. Okay, play again. This is so-called cloud computing. So the data is in the cloud. I can just the data directly and can change it to other type if you want. For example, this one has got more. Okay, isn't it nice? Like you allow the user to put data, source data interactively. They don't have to download anything. Visualize the data. Once you're done, you can close it. Close it. You're going to have the data layer. Multiple data layer here. Layer on and off. Opacity. So this is so much better than Folium Exchange. Folium, you don't have this. Folium, you only have a layer control, turn layer on and off. And so behind the scene, let's look at how many line of source code that you need to have. So under the pages, you click ipylib.py. This. There actually only just maybe 10 lines of code. Although you have 20 something, but this is the 1 line of code. And you can just use this the template. You import the library, and then create the map class, and pass the map class to right here. So we can use everything that we have been developing using our own package. For now, it might be complicated, but I'm going to show you how you can step by step. So what you need to do here, you can easily come here. So have you signed up for a Hugging Face account? If you don't, you can go to huggingface.co, and then you sign up for an account. So for me, I'm already logged in here. So once you're signed up, all you need to do is just go to this should be a duplicate space. It's under here, 3 dots. If you click this one, and it's going to show you, where is it? Duplicate this space. Do you have an account? Sign up. Okay, you can sign up one. I will wait for you. So again, go to Hugging Face. So Hugging Face basically is a cloud computing platform that allow people to host all kind of web app, and don't have one, sign up. So Hugging Face. Just Google it. There's a way to find it. And sign up whatever upper right corner there. Sign up for an account. Once you have that, you can use this template. So as I said, don't have that. Let me put it. Don't find it under our course website here, under the resources. Okay, sample repository. I'm not logged in. So once you sign up on an account, you can just go to just search OpenGOS. Find GOS. OpenGOS. Okay. Then under here, Open Geospatial Solution. This one, go to this repository. Scroll down, find the web apps, and click this one, Solara template. Can you find it? Solara template. Click. Then you can open this one, upper right corner here. You can clone this GitHub repository if you want to. If you want to deploy, then you need to deploy to Hugging Face. So I think the easiest way would be open this one, and then upper right corner here, these three dots. Just click duplicate this space. What you're doing is duplicate this one to your account. Okay, I can say Solara template demo. You can use the same name if you want to, doesn't matter. And make sure that upper right here, visibility. So change it to public. Otherwise, later you cannot access this one website. And you can just use the free version. There are other ones that have the GP, but right now. So if you're developing some deep learning applications, you might want to use my pay version. But free version is pretty decent. 16 GB memory. Then just click duplicate space. No, it's yours. Don't need to put one. Huh? You probably just sign up on an old new account, probably. I see. So you cannot duplicate, or can you? You cannot. Oh, okay. I didn't know. That's anyway. If it doesn't, it's okay. Yeah, you can try it later. So if you cannot duplicate a space because of the new account, let's do this. So let me show you. Go to the GitHub repository, and then just clone this one. So I'm gonna copy URL and then clone to a local computer, so we can actually develop it. You'll be able to see what it looks like locally, and once it's done, you can deploy it to the file. So I'm going to clone this one to my computer. Okay, git clone, and then Control V, hit enter. All right, so now I have this repository clone to my computer, and right click, options, open in VS Code. Okay, so once it's open, then here we can this one. So all the dependencies are in here, requirements.txt. So if you need to install them, if you don't have them yet, then it's better to just install these packages. What I'm going to do here is to open the terminal. Okay, and then activate the Conda environment. So Conda activate Geo. Okay, and then just how to install packages from a file. Remember? Did I cover that in the previous lecture? How to install packages from the requirements.txt. Keep install -r requirements.txt. Hit enter. Then it's going to install all the packages required for the project. Then we can just start using it. And also there's a Docker file in here. We haven't covered Docker in the past, but the Docker file basically is just like specification, shows you how to build the computer. And there's one last line here. If you scroll down to the end, it's called Solara run. And because this one is a multi-page web app, so basically we're going to type the command Solara run everything within the pages folder. So You see this one? Remember for the Streamlit, right? We also have something under the pages, right? And you can have different web app. It's the same thing. So we can add new stuff inside pages directory. So let's get it finished. Then we can start testing it. Okay. All right. So all the packages have been installed successfully. Now the next step is actually to start the web app. So pay attention here. It should be Solara run and then period slash pages like this. Just stop slash pages and then hit tab. You should be able to auto complete. Can you do it? Still installing? Yeah, let it finish. And then the Solara run dot period pages. Hit enter. Then it should open a new tab on your browser. So in here, you hit enter. It'll take a couple seconds. It's slow, but you should be able to see Solara server is running, starting somewhere localhost -8765. Hopefully you'll be able to see the web app. So right now we are actually developing locally, but later you can push this one to a Hugging Face or to GitHub. You can deploy automatically. Can you see this? Still installing? Oh, no, it's so slow. And once it's done, again, let me show you one more time here. Looks like it. Solara run serial place pages. What do you mean error? Oh, that's fine. You can ignore it. It's okay. That's what I'm saying. Usually we don't want to use pip, but you can use Mamba if you want to. Pip is like, yeah, they don't care who is not happy with other people. It will install anyway. Mamba, it will not allow you to install if they compatible. But fine, you're not going to break anything. Worst case scenario, just delete the conda environment, start create a new one. So usually that should resolve the. Is it opening? So can you see this one? Yes. Everyone? And if you click here, if map, you should be able to see the web app. It might take a couple seconds, but again, this is running on local computer web app. But it should be the same thing, right? I can zoom anywhere you like, and then you can start, for example, select AWS may not work, but for the Microsoft plane to the computer, for example, right? Select this one, and then I select the arrows for 3D 30 meter DA, and that's it. Then I can just click search. Not working? Oh, it's working. Okay, it is, right? I have all these bounding boxes here. This is the footprint, the image footprint, and then I can select whatever images that you like. Click display. Then it should display the image. So it's pulling data from the cloud. Visualize that. See here, first one. And by default, it's using the grayscale, but I can also change it to whatever you like. Change it to terrain. Click display. Okay, done. Take another one if I want to. Play again. So if your final project can have something like this, it will be like this. But I don't expect you to do this complicated because a lot of things in behind the scene. It's basically retrieving using the API and also the stack spatial temporal as catalog. It's quite complicated, but this one is doing a lot of search and visualization, get the result, and display the data layer. You can certainly look at the source code. It's not that super complicated, but if you look at source code here, everything we're doing here is actually just one line of code. So look at this one. Ifmap is calling this function, add stack GUI. That's it. So the interface being inside this function, nothing else. You just create a map and then add the GUI, and the GUI handles everything. So the user is actually doesn't need to see this one. But if you really want to see the source code, for example, is what you can go to everything. Like I said, it's open source. You just need to look into where it is. So for example, I'm going to go to here. and look at the leaf map. Wait, right? I can open the documentation to see where it is. So it's under the map class and then the add stack GUI. So I'm going to go to the API reference and then go to leaf map. Okay, under the map class, we should be to find add stack GUI. So scroll down and then somewhere here, this one, add stack GUI. Scroll down, this one. Pretty much is just one line of code. So it's calling the other function under the toolbar module. It's called stack GUI under here. And that one is called stack GUI. Come here. Look at it. This is the source code kind of thing. It's a bit complicated, but certainly it's doable. You see, basically design all those interface, maybe a couple hundred lines of code. You can digest this. You can do something like this. It'll be good. Or you can just copy and paste, but you need to understand what it's doing. When you click the button, for example, change the dataset, what it's going to do. When you change the URL, what it's going to do. So everything has an action. So everything on the interface linked to something, trigger an event, and then to something. So this is the power of using this IPy widget and using Python, because you can do a lot of cool stuff. You can run analysis, you can do visualization, you can. So next, let me show you how you can actually integrate our package into here. You can use this as a template, but you don't necessarily have to use it. You can use for your own package. So next, I'm going to show you how we can actually do that. Pretty easy. If you open the using the leaf map, because all our packages are built on top of IPy leaflet. So everything that use as IPy leaflet, we can use it in here. So what we want is create a new, for example, create a new one, new file. So for this one, I'm going to use 02 and then hey. We use the name of your package, what you like, okay? And so I'm going to create a new module. Anything under here is going to show up as a new tab on the website. And then you can go to the IPy, the leaf map example, okay? Just Control A, Control C, come back here, Control V. So copy everything that you get from IPy leaflet, leaf map, and then that's it. So for me, I just change the leaf map to my package. Make sense? Because you have the map class, everything is the same. So what I need to do is just simply change from leaf map to hey. Okay. Then same thing. Geo. That's it. Control S. Done. So for my package right now, I don't have this function yet. So you cannot use it. Probably you can, because I build. Oh no, you cannot. Sorry. You need to build. If you depends on leaf map, then you can. But it depends on IPy leaflet. So it's a brand new package. So all you need to do is just comment out these two lines. Control H. All right. And that's it. You can use the same template. Don't need to change anything else. So now let me come back to the website here. You might need to restart. So let me refresh here. It's not working. So you do need to stop it. So you can come back to VS Code and then just Control C to stop the web app. Okay, Control C to stop it, because I add a new tab, so you need to reboot and restart it. So then just run again. Solara run pages, and then open it. Hopefully work. Opening. Okay. So now at the top, you should be able to see 3 tabs. Home page, leaf map, and this is the one that's added. See? It works just fine. There's nothing really that you need to change. I just changed from leaf map to this one. And now we have this button here, right? The layer control. This tiny one that we created in previous lecture. Of course, right now there's not really much going on here. It's just a simple base map. But anything that we have implemented so far, we can use it directly. So imagine here, imagine under what is it now? Imagine under here, GeoHey, right? We can add a base map, right? Because we already implement the base map stuff in there. So I can just come here, you'll be self dot add base map, okay? And I can do open topo map, for example, Control S. Make sense? And at the bottom here, you should see this one, re-executed app. And let's come back to this one, see if it has been executed. See? I don't even need to refresh it. It works fine. Yes? Oh, /pages. In file being. Okay, I can try just one second. So here, Solara run doc slash pages. You cannot run it. So make sure that you open this one. Let me just put in here. Put in here. Put here. There's no reason that you cannot find it. No, there's no space. Run space. I mean dot. You need to have a slash, not doc pages. Dots.
We're saying runs.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Yeah. All right.
Any other issues? Oh yeah, you need to put it. So if you really want it, you need to put in here. For example, yeah, put your geohead somewhere here, so you can have a new one. Geohead. Yeah, you know all packet. You open it in here. Make sense? Is it your new account? Okay. So for example, I can add a little bit more, right? Control C, Control V. I can add more base map. For example, S3. So more imagery, Control S, and then let me store it. Okay. So now I have multiple data layer. I have 2 data layer in here. Oh, nice, right? Very simple. So anything that works for your package, you can use it directly. And here. So you mean it doesn't work for the beans? It works now? And then no, like I said, you don't have the X-Stack GUI. You cannot use it. You need to comment that one out. This line here, self.xstack GUI, you don't have the implementation, so you cannot use it. Just Control /. So under here, under the map class, you can use anything that you already implemented for your package. And other than that, if you run into any errors, look at the error. The error message will give you some hints about what is going on. Yeah, you need to implement it. Yeah, you need to go back to your package. You need to implement this one somewhere in your package. No, you don't need to. If you already pip install -e, then you don't need to. So for example, I can come back to here right now. Let me show you. I can come back. I have add GeoJSON. I have some of the function in here. I can come the bottom here. For example, I just like df add beans. Okay. Yeah. And the name equal to beans. Okay. I don't know what this is about. That's it. Beans equal to marker cluster, and then add beans. Probably this doesn't work. Oh, maybe name equals this, and then for blah blah. Interesting. It may work. So, and then now I can come to here. I just save. So add. You might need to stop and then restart. Okay. And name equal to, for example, beans. Control S. And since it's a new package, you see it's going to something wrong. You probably need to Control C to stop it. And so what I'm saying is, you previously installed your package using the development version, then it should be fine. So I can try again pip install. -e period. Make sure that you install this one version. So whatever changes you make, will be available directly to other packages. I assume I already did that before, so but I'm just showing you this way. All right. So now I'm gonna come back to the web app here, and then just show you if it works or not. Okay. So I'll run again. Hopefully we have some beings on the map. E. Hmm? Hit install dot basically one time only. Changes will not be available. So you don't want to use pip install period. That one only works if you clone a repo from a GitHub and then install the repo. But if you want to make changes to the package, you always need to have the -e. Otherwise, any changes you make after the installation, it will not be available in your code. Huh? Hmm?
Your geo
Yeah, you can do it simultaneously. So whatever change you make, it will be available for that one. Because they use the pip install -e. But if you use the pip install period, then it will not. Anything after the installation will not. So I mentioned before, if you use the -e, it's the package is linked to your source code. So whatever changes to the source code, it will be available here, because it's not copying the package to the Miniconda installation, like side packages and then blah blah. It's there. It's pointing to this one. So the -e exactly means like it's linking to this file, so you can continue to make changes, and this is usually what we do when we do the development. So now let's review the surprise. If there's any being, oh, doesn't work. Blah blah marker class doesn't have the add layer. Blah blah. That means it's something wrong uh, with the .add beings. And maybe let me do this. I will just go to the IPy leaflet just to find the example. It should work. No worries. This is how we do the troubleshooting. So I'm going to go to layers probably. Then there should be a marker cluster something somewhere here, right? And yeah, of course, there's some marker clustering here. Look at it. You can zoom in, you can zoom out. It's going to cluster together. So all I need to do pretty much just maybe copy this one. So what I need to do is to have a marker cluster and then have some markers, and then create a marker cluster and then add it. So what I can do is just Control C here. And maybe I can still use that. Let me fix it, because I like the randomness. Right? Basically, you have 10 markers, and then blah blah, and then the beans. So the marker cluster, I think it's not called add layer. It's called add or something. Marker cluster, blah blah, dot add. Yeah, maybe just dot add. And hopefully it's work. Add. So basically, we want to generate 10 random markers and then add the 10 markers to the map. So once it's done, again, we make changes to the source code, then most likely you need to come back to here to stop it. So Control C and then stop it. So now if you restart, if we import the source code again, so the changes that we made will be available now. So let's see if we can see some beans right now. Hopefully it works. Marker class, there is no object at. Oh, it's here is just the marker. So marker is equal to blah blah marker to cluster. I know what is that. So you'll be coming to fix it. So marker, then you will be like this. Beans dot markers dot 10. Beans dot markers. Markers. Okay, let's try again. Stop again. On again. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah. Đấy. Random, so nice. So what I'm doing is just adding whatever. You can continue to write source code in your package. You can do whatever you want in here, and then you can just keep install. I mean, this is one time only, so you only need to do that once. I'm just showing you how to do that, but you don't need to install this all the time, because use the -e, then it's going to be continue available. So and make changes, and then come back to the template, do whatever you want. So for example, you can add vector, you can add raster, you can do whatever you need. This is why I can add this function, right? Available directly, quickly. Cannot use this one because you don't have this one yet. And that's it, right? You can keep this one as it is. You don't really need to change it. So this is more like a template for Solara. So anything that you do in here is you modify packages, you add functions, you add GUI, you get anything, and then you can just do it here. So for example, like I'm going back to my GeoHead package in here. I have add beans. I have what's this one? The add toolbar. I also have the add base map GUI, for example, add base map GUI. Base map equal to none, blah blah, and then base map. So certainly I can do this way, like add base map GUI. Let's see how it works. I'm going to come here, dev.add base map GUI, and Control C. There's parentheses, Control S. So this one I don't need to stop it. It will automatically re-execute it because this function is already available. Oh, there's a typo here. This function is already available. Oops. Oh, so this function is already available in the source code. If you don't make changes to the source code, you don't need to stop it. So now come back to here. See, I have this one, and I can use open topo map. Or probably it's already, if you already have the open topo map, and then maybe National Geographic. I can have this. But it's not changed because there's a base map already in this state. So why it's here, right? Means this. Huh? Huh? It actually works because the layer is already there. Because if you really want, you need to basically, when it's switch back, you can move the layer to the top. Because the layer is actually already there. It's the first time that you add. For example, let me do it again. Just show you what do I mean. Because sometimes they don't allow you to add multiple times. So look at this one, right? I have the open topo map here, I have the ASV base map here, and also have this one. So, and let's change this one, the National Geographic map, right? Because this one is not available, so you see in here, and it's coming up in here. And if you switch back to the, for example, open topo map, because the layer is already there, it doesn't do anything. So if you select this one, it ignores the layers already there. So if you really want, you can actually remove the data layer and then you put it on the top. So what you can do here, just show you on the fly, right? For example, under the add base map GUI here, and then select base map, for example, add base map, and add the new one. So probably it's because here add base map. So if you go to the definition, oops, go to the add base map functionality. So the add base map basically allows you to add that. So go up all the way. Is it? Oh, I already add so many functions. So look at this one. The reason for that is going to add a base map, add a tile layer. Otherwise, I'm going to add that. And sometimes if the layer name is already there, you can actually remove the layer. So what we can do is you need to loop through that and remove the data layer. You can look at the source code, how leaf map actually leaf map actually is remove the data layer and then put it on the top of the map. So here, map, then go to widget here references, and then div map. Oh, we are all out of time. So add base map, I can show you here. Click this one. You scroll down, blah blah. If the layer is already exists, it will probably just remove the data layer, or maybe turn it off. So arrows is base map and in the layer names. So it will show you arrow, for example, base map is in the layer names. Then you're going to say, okay, you already add this layer. Or you can remove it and then move it to the top. It's up to you what you want to do. So you can also swap the index of the layer. It's a bit complicated. You don't need to do all that, but it's certainly something doable. Okay, and then after that, you can just deploy this one to Hugging Face. Use the same template, or like I said, you can just duplicate the space and then connect to your account, and then you can make changes to the source code, and then you're going to have something like this. So you can remove the link map if you don't like it, but you can have a home page, you can have your package name, you can have different applications, and then just send the link to someone. They will be able to access web app without having to know Python. So they use under the hood. I don't see any source code. It's just a web app built on top of the Python package. So this one is really powerful. We only touch like 0.001%. They are locked up like I said. If you go to the web page, Solara.dev, the whole website is built on top of the package. So it's running, everything is running. Just you can look at example, everything is interactive. So you can do AI stuff, you can do checkbox, you can do all kinds of stuff. And it's real time, right? So I can actually type something here and can may or may not work because some of those might require a token, but there are a lot of visualization stuff. For example, plotting images, link view, something like that. So all you need is just learn from those examples, and then you can start join the feature, and then you can return the stuff back or link the views, right? In here, for example, you can change things. Look at how it's changing interactively. You can switch stuff. Kind of like iPad widget, but this one is solely based on Solara, and it makes it really easy to use. You don't need to know JavaScript, but you can do a lot of analytics stuff. Okay, so that's all for today. I will see you next week. So we don't have much more to cover, but this is just show you some additional stuff that if you want to use for your final project, you can. And maybe the last week we're gonna do some like automatic testing.